When we step outside, the protest is winding down. Signs sag forgotten as most of the college kids stand quietly, conversing with one another. Most look bored, yet prepared for a few more hours of tepid resistance. The cadence from their sing-song chants is gone, replaced by a light breeze that billows through the dirty streets. They'll drift home soon, proud that they took a stand against corporate greed. Only the toxic chemicals will still be dumped in vacant mine shafts on the blasted mountains, the groundwater still contaminated by years of sludge pond seepage and other pollutants. This anger was only a gesture to make them feel like they'd done something against the inevitable. That sounds like harsh condemnation, but really, what more could they have done? When you're as powerless as we are, even a gesture is something to be admired. One figure moves through the mass of wilting kids. A long-legged man wearing a dark denim jacket, a brown felt western hat pulled low over his face. His boot heels clack on the asphalt as he hands out flyers. Though he is likely among allies, there is nothing friendly in his demeanor as he hands over the pamphlets. It seems an obligation, the sort of unpalatable task that makes a man commune with those he despises. The college kids don't seem to notice. Most take the papers with a nod. They read with furrowed brows, eyes lingering on the ground as the man moves on to the next cluster of bodies. The cowboy moves fast through the young ones, but slows to chat with an elderly couple. He nods in agreement to something said by an old man wearing reflective orange mining stripes on his work shirt. It's during this conversation that I notice the gun belt slung low on the cowboy's hip. The wooden handle of a revolver juts from underneath his denim jacket. Plenty of men in Coopersville County wear guns. Even more own at least one rifle for hunting or a shotgun to kill varmints. Still, the fact that he displays it out for all to see, it reminds me of the sort of man who walk the aisles of grocery stores with assault rifles on their backs. Carrying a gun for self-defense in a dangerous town is one thing. Walking around with one on display seems to be waiting for the opportunity to use it. As I'm climbing into the truck, I notice a piece of paper stuck under the windshield wiper. Caroline plucks it up and is in the process of crinkling it into a ball before I stop her. "Let me see that," I say. She hands it over. There's not much text except a bold typeface on the header that reads, "Stop the marches and make a real difference." Below is the URL for a website. I look out the dirty window to check if the cowboy is handing out any more pamphlets, but he's gone. I shove the paper into my pocket while Caroline secures the guitar behind her seat. It takes us an eternity to reach home. Caroline accelerates into the curves and is late applying the brake, but the pills have me too high to mind being tossed around the cab. Out the window, trees with trunks wide as false teeth pass by. Crows pick a few bites from roadkill splattered across the margins before flying away from our approaching grill. Steve Earle's Copperhead Road plays on the radio, but I turn it down. Music only makes the memories of Angela stronger. Better to listen to tires on the busted blacktop, the wind rushing in through the cracked windows. I know she will be in my dreams tonight. There is no bridge across the creek that separates my house from the lone dirt road leading back toward civilization. It has one shallow bend that can be forded by a vehicle if it rides high enough. The county would build something if I kicked up a fuss, but I view it as a useful deterrent. If anyone wants to find me, they'll have to risk being washed away by a high swell. My father baptized me in this creek, broke ice from idle December waters and plunged me under. After my back began to curve, he took me to the creek again. This time, a witch woman named Lady Crawford anointed me in oil. She covered every inch of me until I was slick and said that the Lord might provide his salvation. That night, I learned two things. I'd never see a doctor, and my father would never be sane.